Okay, now we're into the formatting, and we want to format the shares column as whole numbers with a comma and 0 decimal places. So my shares column is right here. And we don't have any commas there right now, so we'll put commas in. Use the comma button up here and 0 decimal places, so we have to decrease the decimals. And format the purchase cost per share and the current price per share as dollar values with 2 decimal places. So let's select all of these here. And dollars with 2 decimal places. Total purchase value, total current value, and profit or loss are all going to be $ with 0 decimal places. These are kind of big numbers, so we won't pay any attention to the decimal places. We got to decrease decimal twice. Don't forget the numbers at the bottoms of the columns. Okay, let's format those dollars, decrease decimal. Format the percent numbers. That would be, let me see, these are all percent numbers. And so is this. And what we want to do is we want to format those as percents with 1 decimal place. We need to increase decimals here. Make the totals row bold. Do a Control B as well. Put a bottom double border below the numbers in the totals row. So let's go here and bottom double border. Right align columns C through L, including the headings. Okay. So C is, let's start with L and work backwards here. Go over to C and do everything all the way down. I want everything to be right aligned. We want the category and the note column to be centered. Okay, here's our category column. Here's our note column. We want those to be centered. Change the name in the header to your first and last name. So let's go to Insert, Header and Footer. And we're supposed to do that in 10-point Arial, but that is the default, so we're good there. Make all columns as wide as they need to be. Let's go back to our normal view here. Yeah, I got to click out of it first, then go to normal view. Okay. And just taking a look here at all the data in the columns, it looks like they're all plenty wide. I don't see any pound signs sticking up. Let's check out column A over here. Column A looks like everything fits. And if I want to make sure, I can go here and I can just select all of those and do the double click on the end, and that'll make them all big enough. Looks like it kind of messed this one up a little bit for me, made this a little narrower than maybe it needed to be. Same thing here. It doesn't always do exactly what you want when you've got multiple words up there, like purchase date. There we go. Category can probably be a little narrow. Whoops, no. There we go. And the last thing we're going to do is do a print preview. So let's go to File and do Print. And we are supposed to set the orientation to landscape. There we go. Centered horizontally without grid lines. Now we're getting pound signs here, which is something Excel does some of the time. Let me go back here and which category was that? That was the purchase date. Apparently is not wide enough. Just to make sure here, we'll make that a little bit wider and go back here and do a print. And looks like some of them are still little. Let's try it one more time. What happens if I double click there? There we go. Okay, now let's go back and we want grid lines turned off. We want it scaled to fit on a single page, fit the sheet on one page. And grid lines are, well, they're on page setup. They're also another place to find them is over here. We can view them, but we don't want to print them. And we want it centered horizontally. And if we go, actually I know for sure if we go back here and go down to the bottom and click on page setup, this is where we center it horizontally. Click on OK. Looks like my today's date might still have a little bit of a problem, so I'm going to go back here and I'm going to double click on that, make it a little bit wider. Go back here and do my print preview, and it's landscape. It fits on one page. I don't see any pound signs here. Got my name up in the corner, so it looks like I'm done.